Normally I say let's start a 3-minute timer, but I know I'm not going to make the 3-minute clock on this one. So let me take a few minutes of your time, and I'm going to show you one of these brand new 4G LTE solar trail cameras that I got. These things have been a fun addition to all of my trail cameras. So let's get this one out of the box. I'll give you a little bit of information on how to set it up, and let's show you what this thing can do. So the first thing I'm going to do is open this guy up. Now, remember, when you're watching this video, if you like this camera, I will put an Amazon link in the comments and description of this video, so you can just click on it and go buy your own camera, and you can check one of these out for yourself. First thing you see when you open this up is a user manual, and I'm going to tell you this user manual is great. It does go into pretty good detail about how to set this camera up, how to activate it through the app and get your account up and running. So it's not like some cameras where it's a little bit vague. This one is pretty good. When you keep digging into the box here, the very first thing you're going to see is here is a solar panel. So let's open up this solar panel. Now this solar panel is a little bit different than some other trail cameras. This is just a solar panel. There's no battery in this, okay? This panel is designed to keep the internal battery in the camera charged. That's what this does. So there is no storage in this. It's got a very nice long cord. When I mount this, I am going to mount it. It comes with a bracket, which I'm going to show you in a second. You can mount it directly to the top of the camera. That's how I'm going to mount it. Or you can mount it remotely a little bit farther away. So there's a nice cable here. The cable is a USB-C cable. That's also the same connector that you use to charge this camera when you want to charge it. Digging into the box a little bit further, you've got a strap to mount it to the tree. I usually don't use these straps. I'm going to show you that I use a, what HME is the brand. It's a trail camera holder. They're very nice and adjustable. You can turn the camera any which way you want. But these straps are great, free that they give you with the camera, and they do work as well. I just prefer the HMEs. Inside the box, we dig a little bit further in there. There is a mount for the camera. I won't use this. I just told you I use the HME mount, but this mount is great. You could screw it to a wall. You could screw it to a tree, whatever you want to do with it. Then inside here, we have I'll open this up and show you. Comes with a little screwdriver so you can mount the solar panel to the camera itself. And then there is a little charging cable. So you've got that USB-C charging cable, and it has a USB port on the opposite side of it. Looking further in here, this is the attachment. I'll show you how to put this on. This is going to be how you attach the solar panel to the camera itself. You have the antenna for the camera, which is very important. We're going to need to use that. And finally, let's get to the camera itself. Here is the camera. And one of the things that I really like about these, before we even get started talking about too much, is how small these cameras are. They are very small and tiny and easy to conceal, which is what I like. I worry more about concealing my cameras from humans than I do from animals, but they are nice and compact. And we'll take a quick look at this camera. On the back side here, you have the mounting slots for the strap to go through, so you can mount that to the tree. There's also these loops here, which are great, so you can put a cable lock through it if you want to lock it up. And you see this little boss here. There's one here and there's one on the bottom. Those are what you use to screw into the mount that it comes with, or the HME camera mount, which I'm going to show you too. And you can mount your camera either from the top up there or mount it from the bottom. The front side of the camera, it is camouflage, which I like. It is darker colors, which I like, so it kind of matches the woods a little bit. Up top here on the front, you have your IR light for nighttime on your flash. You have the camera itself. Below that, there's a little tiny hole. That is the microphone, so it records. It will take pictures and record video and audio. Here is your sensor. That's basically the heart of the camera, which tells the camera when to trip. And below that, there's a bunch of holes. That's a speaker, because this camera, unlike a lot of other cameras, can be used as a two-way communication device. So if something trips your camera, you can talk to it, which makes it a great option for having it as some sort of security camera at your house or a remote cabin or whatever you choose to have. On the side of the camera here, you can open up the little door that it has. I can't get up my fingers, but there's a rubber grommet there. You can open that up, and that is where you're going to plug in your charging cable to charge the internal battery, or you also use that to plug the solar panel into. And what that's going to do is, if you, I'm trying to get a little bit better look at it for you here, but it's a rubber grommet. So when you open that up and you plug into it, it's going to seal that connection there. So when you have this thing out in the woods, your connection to the solar panel is going to be sealed. So it's not going to, rot out the connector on your camera. The other side here, you can see that this has the spot where you're going to connect your antenna, which is very simple and easy to do. Wrap it around there. Now, I'm going to tell you, do not tighten this too much. It should be snug. It should move a little bit, but don't keep torquing on it because you can take the chance of breaking this. And now that we've got that camera mounted, I'm going to put together. I'm going to open it up and show you what's on the inside. There is a clip here, and a clip here that will open this camera up. And when you open it up, you can see right off the bat, you have your battery, which is internal. So it's very nice. You can just take this camera, plug it in, charge your battery up. Very simple and easy on the inside of this camera. You have a slot up here. Now that slot says TF. I don't know what TF stands for, but what that is for your micro SD card. So I have a micro SD card here. This is a 32 gig SD card. I will put a link to this in the comments and description as well. And I'm going to slide that in there and push it, and you give it a little click and it stays in place. So there we go. We have a micro SD card inserted. Now this camera will transmit pictures and videos to your phone through cellular service. However, you don't need to worry about a SIM card because the SIM card is internal to this camera. So you don't have to worry about inserting a SIM card. All you have to do is insert that memory card. There are some status lights, low, medium, and high. And then there is a on and off, a little tiny dip switch, and a reset button. That is all that is inside this camera. That's it. So all you've got to do now is once you insert that SD card, and this camera is charged. Now, it does take about 12 to 14 hours to fully charge this camera when you first get it. So plug it into a USB port, and let it set overnight before you're ready to deploy it. And then all you've got to do now is add this camera to your account. So you go online. There is in the owner's manual, there is a, let me see if I can find it here for you real quick. There is a QR code, and in that QR code, that is going to take you to the App Store where you can get this app, download it, set up your account, and it is very easy to activate this camera. It took me a second. Sorry. The app walks you through all the steps to set this camera up, to add it to your account, and to also replenish your data plan so you can send and have pictures sent to your phone remotely. Very easy to do, very easy to set up, and then your camera is up and running. There is a QR code here on the back, and that's how you scan when you get into your app and you're ready to set this thing up. You just scan that and you add it to your account, and you're good to go. Now, we have pretty much talked about everything that we can talk about with this thing, so let's get this thing out in the woods. Let's get it taking some pictures, and let's check out the quality of the pictures and videos. So I just got back to the house now. I had this camera in the woods for a couple days, and I got to tell you, I've been very happy with the results. I had deer on the camera during the daytime and nighttime. I had a bear on the camera during the daytime and nighttime. The quality of the pictures was acceptable, and I got to tell you, I really like the way you can talk as a two-way communication device, because I tested that out by spooking off a raccoon. I had a raccoon there, and I was just like, hey, get out of here, and he picked his head up and took off running. So it was kind of funny, but it's been a good camera. It is definitely a great camera for the price point that it's at. I've been happy with it. I remember, check the comments and description of this video, because I'm going to put Amazon links there so you can go and get one of these cameras for yourself. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this camera as much as I do, and I'll see you on the next video.